Welcome to the Royal Military College of Canada's presentation covering our 120th Convocation and our annual May commissioning ceremony. My name is Dr. Sylvain Leblanc, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies. All degrees were conferred by the Vice-Chancellor and Commandant of the Royal Military College of Canada, Brigadier General Sebastian Bouchard, on May 20th, 2021. Tous les diplômes ont été décernés par le vice-chancelier et commandant du Collège militaire royal du Canada, le brigadier général Sébastien Bouchard, le 20 mai 2021. Une médaille du département, 4e année, est décernée tous les ans dans chacun des programmes universitaires à l'étudiant de 4e année qui obtient la meilleure note dans son programme, sous réserve qu'il ou elle ait obtenu au moins une moyenne générale de A-, et que, en 3e année, il ou elle ait obtenu au minimum une moyenne générale de B- sans échec ou autre restriction. A departmental medal graduating year is awarded annually in each academic program to the graduating students standing highest in the program, providing an overall average of A- or better has been earned by the recipient. Recipients must have maintained a minimum overall average of B- or better without failures or conditions in the previous year of study. Our national anthem as sung by Judy Duguay. Notre hymne national chanté par Judy Duguay.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras sait porter l'épée, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
La prière par le Padre Maria C. Codina. The Invocation by Padre Maria C. Codina.
In the freedom afforded to each one of us in this great country of Canada, I would like to invite you now, according to your own faith tradition or conscience, to pray for this convocation or to simply use this moment for personal contemplation. Let us pray. Eternal God, we give you thanks first and foremost for all those students who are gathered here, their professors, their instructors, and their loved one who have cheered for them from a distance while on this long journey here at RMC. Nous voulons vous remercier pour leurs accomplissements, leur dévouement, leurs défis surmontés et surtout le soutien qu'ils ont reçu de leurs familles, leurs proches, leurs amis et leurs camarades d'ici au collège.
The Commandant and Vice-Chancellor of the Royal Military College of Canada, Brigadier General Sébastien Bouchard. Le commandant et vice-chancelier du Collège militaire royal du Canada, le brigadier général Sébastien Bouchard.
The Honorable Raji Sajan, Chancellor of the Royal Military College of Canada. Honorable Marie Deschamps, ancienne juge de la Cour suprême du Canada. General Wayne Eyre, Acting Chief of Defense Staff. Dr. Harry Cowell, Principal of RMC. Members of the RMC Senate. Faculty members, staff, parents and friends of our graduates, and finally, members of the class of 2021. Thank you for watching this video and welcome to the 120th Royal Military College Convocation Ceremony. as the Vice Chancellor, I had the great honor of conferring degrees on the 20th of May. Today, you will have a chance to hear a recorded message from our Chancellor, the Honorable Raji Sajan, the honorary degree recipient, the Honorable Marie Deschamps, the Acting Chief of Defense Staff, General Eyre, and our Principal, Dr. Harry Cowell. The name of all our graduates will be mentioned. This ceremony will be followed by our Honors and Awards ceremony. La cérémonie d'aujourd'hui est une reconnaissance des accomplissements académiques de nos diplômés. C'est un moment où nous tous, diplômés, professeurs, parents et amis, attendions avec impatience. Et malgré que nous ne puissions pas être ensemble pour cette occasion, je vous invite à célébrer physiquement avec les personnes vivant sur le même toit, par vidéoconférence ou par le biais de messages de félicitations sur nos réseaux sociaux. Vous pouvez aussi partager cette vidéo avec les membres de votre famille qui ne peuvent être avec vous en ce moment. The stanchiation and confinement should not stop anyone from being proud of our graduate and their accomplishment. In 1959, the province of Ontario empowered this college to grant diplomas, certificates, and awards. Through the Royal Military College of Canada Degrees Act, our Senate is permitted to grant degrees and honorary degrees in arts, science, and engineering. For 60 years, at each convocation, there were always an extremely small number of graduates who could not attend physically the ceremony. This past year has changed that, as all RMC degrees have been conferred in absentia. We do not particularly like this situation, neither do you. But we all understand the uniqueness of the circumstances. It is disappointing, to say the least, but at the same time, I'm proud that we are able to carry on with the ceremony using technology and our social media page. This is a demonstration that the current pandemic did not and will not stop this institution from producing and delivering degrees. Because more than ever, this world, Canada, Canadian forces, needs ethical leaders and critical thinkers who could create, develop options to wicked problems. Problems that are simply impossible to solve because no one before has ever been able to find an effective or efficient solution to them. In time of crisis, leaders need to show us the way through storms. You are the leaders this country needs. Vous êtes nos leaders qui émergeront dans les temps difficiles, qui guideront, grâce à leur savoir, les troupes, nos institutions, nos équipes de travail vers le succès. C'est maintenant à vous de prendre votre place et de partager votre savoir. In a few minutes, our principal, Dr. Harry Cowell, will introduce our honorary degree recipient, the Honorable Marie Deschamps. Mais avant de céder la parole à notre recteur, j'aimerais en profiter pour remercier Mme Deschamps. Madame, merci d'avoir accepté d'associer votre nom à celui du Collège. Nous aurions aimé vous présenter ce diplôme en personne, mais les restrictions de la dernière année nous ont empêchés de le faire à 2 reprises. Lorsque le climat sera plus permissif, nous vous inviterons à venir à Kingston pour l'une de nos cérémonies. Madame, votre carrière dans le domaine juridique et de l'enseignement est un exemple de professionnalisme et d'éthique. C'est une inspiration pour tous les Canadiens et Canadiennes. Votre rapport sur l'inconduite et l'harcèlement sexuel dans les Forces armées canadiennes nous a montré une face cachée, toxique de la culture au sein des forces. Mais nous vous en remercions. Malgré les efforts déployés au cours des dernières années, il est maintenant clair que ce n'était simplement pas assez. Sans l'engagement sincère et profond de tous les membres des forces et de l'équipe de la défense, nous n'y parviendrons pas. Today, amongst our graduates, we have more than 260 naval and officer cadets who will become officers in the Canadian Forces. Over the past 4 years, I personally saw them developing their own leadership. But more importantly, I saw how they have embraced ethical values. I saw how they question inappropriate behaviors and are they concerned with the future of the profession of arms. With the education and training they have received at RMC, I believe they have the power, the will, and the leadership to change the part of our culture we're not proud of. They should, and they will be part of the solution. To our graduate, today, it is not the finish line of your education, but just a milestone in the development of your full potential. This degree will open doors, will give you access to higher academic programs. It will give you a credible voice in your field of expertise. But to stay credible, you will have to continuously invest in yourself. RMC will be proud to have you as students once again. I would like to thank your family for supporting you, especially during the past 15 months. We all had unique situations during this crisis. We all had to adjust our living space or schedule. The contribution of your family has been significant in your studies. Please take the time to personally thank them for their patience and their unconditional support. On behalf of Class of 2021, I would also like to thank and congratulate our faculty for their flexibility, guidance, and dedication. They had to adjust rapidly to this new reality, and they have done it with only one thing in mind: the success of their students. Graduate, here's your last assignment. Write an email to a few of your former professors and tell them the difference they have made in your academic journey at the college. Trust me, they will appreciate. Thanks to our partner, the RMC Club and the RMC Foundation, both organizations have never stopped supporting this college, even in difficult times. Je vous en remercie sincèrement. Lastly, graduate, let me congratulate you once again for an outstanding academic accomplishment. Ce diplôme démontrera pour le reste de votre carrière votre compétence et votre capacité analytique dans votre domaine d'expertise. C'est un diplôme qui vient avec une réputation. Cette réputation est l'héritage que tous les diplômés du RMC vous lèguent et vous demandent de perpétuer. Soyez-en fiers. I know that you have worked hard to complete your degree, and I commend you for that. True duty, valor.
Le recteur du Collège militaire royal du Canada, Harry Cole, PhD. The principal of the Royal Military College of Canada, Dr. Harry Cole.
Good day, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. Avant de commencer, j'aimerais profiter de l'occasion de reconnaître les terres traditionnelles sur lesquelles nous nous trouvons. I'm speaking to you from the traditional lands of the Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Huron-Wendat peoples. This has been a vibrant place of teaching and learning long before RMC was established. These traditional lands and these peoples are foundational for us as an engaged university as we embrace the many lessons learned and cultural experiences around us, because knowledge and teaching in all forms and in all traditions are essential to real education. The Honorable Harjit Sajjan, Minister of National Defense, President and Chancellor of RMC, the Honorable Marie Deschamps, former Justice of the Supreme Court of Canada, Brigadier General Sebastian Bouchard, Commandant and Vice Chancellor of RMC, Chief Warrant Officer Pivin, past commandants and principals, members of the RMC Senate, Board of Governors, the Ex-Cadet Club and Foundation, deans and VPs, department heads and chairs, students, faculty, staff, family and friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2021. Ça me fait vraiment un grand plaisir d'être ici parmi vous pour célébrer les succès de nos diplômés, et j'aimerais vous souhaiter tous la bienvenue au Collège Militaire Royal du Canada et cette cérémonie virtuelle. It is indeed my sincere pleasure to welcome you all to the 120th Convocation of the Royal Military College of Canada, and I hope you enjoy this video celebration. This is a different approach for us, and we would much prefer to be surrounded by family and friends, but given the restrictions due to the pandemic, this is simply not possible. Rest assured, however, that while our approach may be different this year, our sentiment certainly is not. We are extremely proud of all of our graduates and profoundly grateful to all those who supported them. Grâce à vous tous, pendant la cérémonie aujourd'hui, on va conférer les diplômes du premier cycle et des études supérieures dans les facultés des arts, des sciences et du génie, incluant l'attribution de 4 doctorats et un doctorat honorifique. On va également présenter les prix et récompenses ainsi que les certificats des études militaires. Chaque année, je profite de l'occasion pour prendre une pause et réfléchir sur les succès de nos diplômés. The RMC experience is extremely difficult during the best of times, but COVID-19 has brought us all more than our fair share of extra challenges. And in addition to navigating the pandemic through remote teaching and learning, we're still dealing with connectivity issues resulting from the loss of our network last summer. We planned for and looked forward to having our students back in the winter term, but this wasn't possible either. COVID had a vote. Over this past year, we continually adjusted to the changing circumstances of the day. Indeed, we have all had to adapt and make allowances to so many aspects of our lives. But collectively and collaboratively, we move forward with care, with concern and sensitivity, and with the support of the people around us. And in the midst of all this turmoil, it's also been a period of discovery, with the implementation of new ways of teaching and learning, the long-term implications of which we are only beginning to understand. There's no question that these have been unprecedented times, and for our graduates, the completion of your university degree was smack dab in the middle of it. And so, to our graduates, I offer you not just my heartfelt congratulations for succeeding under extremely difficult circumstances, but also my utmost respect for facing these challenges as you have, demonstrating clearly you possess the drive and determination, the intellect, and the leadership that Canada needs for a better tomorrow. And you know, as leaders, we're expected to make a difference in the lives of others, and I'm so very proud of our faculty and our staff who have done just that. J'aimerais vous remercier tous pour votre dévouement et travail extraordinaire. I would like to thank you all for the great work you've done in teaching, in coaching, and mentoring our students and our graduates, and in delivering the academic program remotely. I have no words to accurately reflect how much I appreciate all that you are doing and all that you have done. Bon travail. Je suis fier de vous. Nos diplômés, veuillez prendre le temps de remercier ceux qui, dans votre vie, ont fait une différence pour vous, votre famille, vos amis, vos professeurs et le personnel du collège. Et plusieurs activités supplémentaires ont été rendues possibles grâce au soutien exceptionnel de nos anciens et contributeurs par le club et fondation de CMR. Nous apprécions énormément ce soutien. Et un grand merci à notre secrétaire général, Carl Michaud, et son bureau, ainsi que tout le monde qui ont participé dans cette cérémonie. And also a huge thank you for Corporal Brandon Liddy, our public affairs specialist, and Steve McQuaid from Base Imaging for your exceptional work in putting this video together. As I close, I would like to give special acknowledgement and thanks to Brigadier General Sebastian Bouchard, who will be completing 4 years as Commandant this summer and retiring after 33 years of service. There are not many classes that can say that they had the same Commandant for all of their 4 years, and so you, our graduates, are both unique and extremely fortunate to be able to have done so. And it's been my sincere privilege to be part of General Bouchard's command team, and so on your behalf, I would like to thank him for his exceptional and inspiring leadership as Commandant of RMC. And I would be remiss if I didn't also highlight the incredible contributions from Sebastian's wife, Karen. Collectively, they treated us all like family, and we will miss them dearly. So please take the opportunity to send best wishes and your thanks to General Bouchard and Karen, and let them know just how much they are appreciated. Thank you very much. J'aimerais maintenant continuer avec la cérémonie en présentant notre récipient d'un doctorat honorifique. It is now my privilege to present this year's honorary doctorate recipient, the Honorable Marie Deschamps. As General Bouchard mentioned, Justice Deschamps was selected to receive an honorary degree from RMC last May, but the pandemic prevented this from happening, and Justice Deschamps graciously accepted the delay. And so, it is my honor to present to you a truly extraordinary and most respected Canadian, the Honorable Marie Deschamps. La juge Deschamps a été admise au barreau en 1975. Après avoir obtenu une licence en droit de l'Université de Montréal, elle a également obtenu une maîtrise en droit à McGill en 1983. Au cours de sa carrière d'avocat, la juge Deschamps a exercé le droit familial, civil, commercial et criminel. Elle a été nommée juge de la Cour supérieure du Québec en 1990 et la Cour d'appel du Québec en 1992 et la Cour suprême du Canada en 2002. Elle a quitté la magistrature en août 2012 et réintégré le barreau du Québec en 2013. Justice Deschamps participated in the University of Montreal's advocacy classes for many years and the Quebec Bar Advocacy Seminars for more than 25 years. She has served as an adjunct professor at the University of Sherbrooke and McGill since 2006 and 2012, respectively, and she received honorary doctorates from both the University of Montreal and the University of Sherbrooke. And she also received the distinction Lawyer Emeritus from the Quebec Bar in 2014. Pour ses nombreuses contributions en tant que juriste et son dévouement à la cause de la formation de la relève, elle a passé une grande partie de sa carrière à former des jeunes avocats et à encourager les femmes à se tailler une meilleure place au sein de la profession. La juge Marie Deschamps a été nommée compagnon de l'Ordre du Canada en 2013. La juge Deschamps a occupé divers postes de leadership très importants pour le Canada. She served on the Advisory Committee on the Reform of the Bankruptcy Act and the Competition Tribunal Advisory Council. She led the independent review of the Canadian Armed Forces policies on sexual misconduct and sexual harassment. She chaired the United Nations Review Committee on the response to allegations of sexual abuse by militaries not under UN command in Central Africa. She served as member of the Review Committee on Quebec Provincial Judges' Remuneration and later chaired the Council of Canadian Academies' Independent Assessment on Medical Aid to Die. She also served as assessor in the LGBT Purge class action settlement, and in 2019 she was appointed member of the National Security and Intelligence Review Agency. She continues to give lectures and conferences to various audiences, mostly on constitutional and commercial law and on governance and ethics. Pour son service exceptionnel au Canada et son dévouement indéfectible à des causes qui sont d'une importance capitale pour tant le Canadien, le docteur en droit honoris causa a été décerné à la juge Deschamps par notre vice-chancelier et commandant du Collège Militaire Royal du Canada, le Brigadier général Sebastian Bouchard, le 20 mai 2021. It is now my pleasure to invite our Chancellor and President to address Convocation. Thank you.
Justice Deschamps, Major General Atkinson, Brigadier General Bouchard, Dr. Call, faculty members, graduates, families, and loved ones. Good afternoon. Bonjour à tous. I'm joining you from the unceded traditional territory of the Coast Salish peoples, including the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. Over the past months, Canadians have heard from Canadian Armed Forces members who have been impacted by sexual harassment and violence. I know, we know, that we need to change this. We need to change our culture, making it more inclusive and representative of the Canadians we protect each and every day. And Canadians are looking to you to lead by example, to be part of the solution, to ensure that every member of the Canadian Armed Forces is respected and valued, that we stand out for each other and call out harmful behavior, and have every confidence that you will lead the way to a better, stronger, and more inclusive Canadian Armed Forces. Under normal circumstances, we would celebrate all you've accomplished together as you and your comrades in arms march through the Memorial Arch. Although we cannot meet in person, there is still so much we can celebrate, so much that we should celebrate. You have worked so hard to get to this moment. And although I would have preferred being among you to celebrate your achievements, I am proud to be able to recognize your strength, your dedication, and resilience, even in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. Your hard work has led you here, on the cusp of taking on the next step in your careers and your lives. These lessons you have learned at the Royal Military College will serve you well in our military as you face challenges on a global scale, in your commands, and also in your own lives. You are the next generation in a proud lineage that began 145 years ago. A proud lineage that began with 18 cadets in 1876 and which continues to this day. A proud lineage that extends on and off the battlefield, in operations, around the world, in the sciences, engineering, arts, and the humanities. The path you've chosen isn't always going to be easy. A career in the military is one of service before self, one filled with personal sacrifices, and it's also extremely rewarding. You'll be responsible for defending and protecting Canadians, as well as our friends, allies, and partners across the globe. You will help secure freedom and prosperity for those who are struggling. And in your own commands, you will have the honor, privilege, and responsibility of leading a highly trained group of diverse and talented people. It will be your responsibility to build an inclusive environment where they are valued for their unique skills, abilities, and contributions. You will be responsible for creating a culture of dignity and respect by helping us implement the policies and recommendations driving crucial culture change. This includes the work of former Supreme Court Justice Marie Deschamps, who I'm truly honored to celebrate today. Madame Deschamps, you provided exceptional leadership, knowledge, and experience as we have taken important steps to address sexual misconduct in our ranks. And I can't think of no one more suited to receive an honorary Doctor of Laws degree than you. We will continue to do the important work you started 6 years ago to ensure that all members of the Canadian Armed Forces are welcomed and supported. Anything less cannot be accepted, and anything less will not be accepted. Today's ceremony is both a celebration of the success of your graduates, as well as recognition of the fact that military families are the strength beside the uniform. You share in their triumphs and carry them through their trials, and you will continue doing so as they pursue their military careers. Cadets, you should be incredibly proud of yourself. Each of you has put in hundreds of hours of hard work to get to this day. Each of you has chosen a unique and challenging career path. Only a special few choose to do it. Only a special few can do it. I know that each and every one of you will embody truth, duty, valor for all of those in your command and all of those whom you serve. I look forward to seeing the careers you will forge, the future you will shape, and the impact you will have here in Canada and around the world. As your Chancellor, I extend to you, the class of 2021, my sincere congratulations. And congratulations once again to Justice Deschamps. On behalf of all Canadians, thank you. You make us all extremely proud.
Marie Deschamps, CC, ADE, va maintenant présenter l'allocution de la collation des grades. Marie Deschamps, CC, ADE, will now deliver the Convocation address.
Honorable Arjit Sajjan, Minister of National Defense, Chancellor, and President of the Royal Military College of Canada. Brigadier Général Sebastian Bouchard, Commandant and Vice Chancellor. Dr. Harry Kowal, Principal. Members of the Senate. Graduate Cadet. Bonjour, good afternoon. First, I want to address my sincere thanks to the Senate of the Royal Military College for honoring me with this Doctor of Laws, the honoris causa. It is with humility that I joined this illustrious group of recipients, which count former Governor Generals Julie Payette and David Johnston, my former colleague Louise Arbour, renowned civil servant Jocelyne Bourgon and Louise Fréchette, and our cherished author Antonine Maillet. Je remercie aussi les organisateurs de cette cérémonie. Tous ceux qui sont à l'écoute se doutent bien de la créativité et de l'énergie qu'ils ont dû mettre pour mener à bien cette collation de grades. Merci à vous tous qui travaillez dans l'ombre. Mais au-delà des remerciements, je veux partager avec vous qui graduez aujourd'hui un message que j'aurais aimé mieux vous transmettre en personne en vous serrant la main. Ces petits gestes, nous pourrons probablement les refaire un jour, mais ce n'est pas pour bientôt, et nous devons nous adapter à un nouveau mode de vie. C'est dans ces conditions que vous retournez à votre carrière et cela signifie beaucoup à plus d'un égard. When Her Excellency Julie Payette stood at the podium and addressed her audience, she said, and I quote her, "Yes, we're here to celebrate your achievement and reward all that hard work, but tomorrow morning is payback. With privilege come responsibility, and you have the responsibility now to use your brains and your smarts and the tools you have been given." I join her with my message. From now on, most of you are entering a career as leaders of society with all the responsibilities that this represented in the past. But let's be realistic. We live in a new normal, and I want to insist on two aspects of this new normal that imperatively require your immediate attention. And I'm talking about the prevention of world catastrophes and the need for increased diversity. Les changements qui seront imposés par la prise de conscience des perturbations causées par les problèmes mondiaux de santé publique ne sont pas tous connus. Il vous revient non seulement de participer activement à la recherche des moyens pour y faire face, mais aussi à la mise en œuvre de ces moyens. Par ailleurs, alors que les hauts dirigeants n'ont jusqu'à présent pas semblé accorder l'importance qu'il revient à la gestion des relations interpersonnelles, les leaders qui accèdent maintenant aux plus hautes fonctions n'ont pas le choix. Ils doivent faire face à la réalité. Cela vous revient et le temps presse. D'abord, les catastrophes mondiales. Au cours de la dernière année, les forces ont été mises sur la sellette plus d'une fois dans le contexte de la pandémie. Que ce soit au Québec, en Ontario ou dans les territoires, le soutien apporté par les forces au personnel soignant s'est avéré crucial au pic de la première vague. Et on n'a aussi qu'à penser à ce qui survient maintenant au cours de la troisième vague. C'est aussi aux forces qu'on fait appel pour gérer la distribution des vaccins. Toutes ces activités font partie d'une longue tradition d'intervention humanitaire. L'histoire récente offre de nombreux exemples canadiens. On n'a qu'à se rappeler les inondations au Manitoba en 2014, les grands incendies à Fort McMurray en 2016, les inondations à Sainte-Marthe-sur-le-Lac en 2019. En raison des pandémies mondiales et de notre monde interconnecté, et si on pense aussi au changement climatique, il est à prévoir que les forces et vous, comme leader, vous serez sollicités encore plus souvent. Vous devrez intervenir au Canada et à l'étranger. Vous appartenez, vous appartiendrez aux organisations qui ont accès à l'information, aux organisations qui ont les moyens de mettre en œuvre vos idées. L'examen de la réaction des gouvernements fédéraux et provinciaux à la pandémie sera fait bientôt. On réalisera sûrement que les mécanismes permettant de prévoir les calamités sont négligés, que les outils permettant de prévoir les catastrophes, de les prévenir, sont désuets. Without the right tools to prevent catastrophes, crises will reoccur. It is up to you to find the tools that will enable the prevention of catastrophes. It is up to you to participate in their deployment. It is up to you to turn your back to the culture of reaction to crisis and develop a culture of anticipation. J'insiste sur le besoin de développer une culture d'anticipation en matière d'intervention humanitaire parce que j'ai observé que dans au moins un autre domaine, le manque de vision se fait sentir. Et votre responsabilité comme nouvelle dirigeante, comme nouveau dirigeant, est d'autant plus grande. Je parle ici de la diversité et de l'inclusion des groupes minoritaires, en particulier du plus grand groupe minoritaire, les femmes. Je ne passerai pas beaucoup de temps sur les bienfaits de la diversité. The business case for diversity has been made long ago, and I will only return to it briefly later. What I want, most importantly, I want to speak about the means to achieve it. And to do that, I first turn to the male members of this audience, because you have historically been part of the majority. I often hear that minorities must learn to assert themselves. However, in order for members of minorities to be appointed to positions of command, those positions have to be opened through an independent and unbiased process. If spontaneous mentorship leads the mentor to appoint his mentee to an acting position, if a promotion is granted through the designation of the person who is perceived as having the same characteristic as the outgoing holder of the job, the current situation will be replicated. Implicit biases will have played out, and the situation will not be changed. Often it takes drastic changes in the selection process in order to improve diversity. In many circles, processes have been changed in order to ensure that the candidates that are the best ones are selected with a huge increase in diversity. Creativity has been at the source of the improvement. Think of the selection process now in use in many North American orchestras. The musicians are auditioning behind a curtain, and yes, with the huge diversity, and huge diversity has resulted. In other fora, diversity is achieved through targets where the organization need to explain themselves when the targets are not met. Or yet, in other processes, ratios are imposed. In your respective environments, you may find it difficult to just replicate existing recipes. You will need to be creative. In my view, an increase in diversity, in particular in the number of women in command, is unavoidable. Now, a few words on why it is crucial to increase diversity. I said that the business case for diversity had been made, but there is an area where the message doesn't seem to have been heard. As you know, my report was published more than 6 years ago. The changes in the rule have been minimal, and in the structures even smaller. General Francis Allen has recently been appointed as Vice Chief of the Defense Staff. I hope many more positions will be filled by women and members of minority groups. However, this can only be the beginning of a new era, and this can only be part of the answer. Qu'est-ce que cela veut dire pour vous? Cela veut dire que c'est à vous qu'il revient d'être créatif, d'ajouter de nouveaux outils, de trouver ceux qui changeront les forces, qui changeront la société. C'est sur vos épaules que repose la responsabilité de développer la culture d'anticipation et de laisser derrière vous la culture de réaction qui fait que depuis plus de 40 ans, les forces vont de crise en crise en matière de harcèlement et d'agression sexuelle. L'efficacité des forces est en jeu. La société civile est aussi prise avec ces mêmes problèmes. Plus il y aura d'outils d'inclusion, plus grande sera l'ouverture à la diversité et moins il y aura de comportements d'exclusion à l'intérieur des groupes de travail. L'efficacité et le respect mutuel en seront d'autant améliorés. C'est du gagnant-gagnant. Je m'adresse aussi aux membres des groupes minoritaires et aux femmes en particulier. Si des portes s'ouvrent devant vous, vous devez les traverser. Si les portes sont fermées, vous devez les ouvrir. I regularly speak to young people and not so young people who are ready to start a new career. I often tell them, don't hesitate. Jump in the train when you see an opportunity to explore energizing avenues. For you today, my message is even stronger. You cannot wait for the train. You have to be the locomotives who will drive that change. Je compte sur vous. Society relies on you all to rise to the challenges. I am confident that you will. Thank you. Merci.
The following doctoral degrees were conferred by the Vice Chancellor and Commandant of the Royal Military College of Canada, Brigadier General Sebastian Bouchard, on May 20th, 2021. Les doctorats suivants ont été décernés par le vice-chancelier et commandant du Collège militaire royal du Canada, le brigadier général Sébastien Bouchard, le 20 mai 2021. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry and Chemical Engineering, pour le doctorat en philosophie, en chimie et génie chimique, Jason Jiao Sang. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical and Computer Engineering, pour le doctorat en philosophie, en génie électrique et génie informatique, Kyle Davidson. Ishmael Adi M. Yahya. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Physics, pour le doctorat en philosophie en physique, James William Leibold. The following master's degrees were conferred by the Vice Chancellor and Commandant of the Royal Military College of Canada, Brigadier General Sébastien Bouchard, on May 20th, 2021. Les diplômes de maîtrise suivants ont été décernés par le vice-chancelier et commandant du Collège militaire royal du Canada, le brigadier général Sébastien Bouchard, le 20 mai 2021. Pour la maîtrise SR, for the degree Master of Arts, Johanna Brinkschulte, Kevin Adam Hall, Jérémy Maltais, Nicholas John Ramsey, For the degree Master of Science, pour la maîtrise S-Sciences, Mary Jo Irene Aquilina. Pour la maîtrise S-Sciences appliquées, for the degree Master of Applied Science, Dennis Allen Bellamy. Robert Riley Colpitts. Emma Catherine Anastasia Dawson. Robert Terrence Gilpin. Stephen Daniel Blake McEwen. Mark J. Potvin. Courtney S. Ryder. For the degree Master of Business Administration, pour la maîtrise en administration des affaires, Akindele Balogun. Heath Bott. Marvin Charles Edwards. Stephen Douglas Garner. Martin Henderson. Niraj Komar. Alan Patrick Shane Lee. Haley Ruth Selby. James William Smith. Jeffrey Roger Steed. Dave Tanguy. Christine Maria Walton. Philip Maximilian Zingle. Pour la maîtrise en études de la défense, for the degree Master of Defense Studies, Sandra Jane Andrusiak. Matthew Francis Baxter. Michael Joseph Bowe. Stephen J. Buckley. Gregory Chan. Donald Richard Cousins. Malcolm William Stuart Day. Alan Thomas Duty. Joseph Gilles Steve Lavoie. Nicholas Innes Manley. Joanna Elizabeth Jane Martin. John Colin McLennan Mays. John Gordon Prentice. Thorson Quent. Annika Roussel. Andre Francis Napoleon Savard. Keith Jeffrey Woodhill. For the degree Master of Public Administration, pour la maîtrise en administration publique, Wajahat Ali Beg. Dalton Douglas Brutingham. David A. Byrne. Roman Gorlick. Stephen Mark Hamilton. Maud Tuzem Ishrock. Matthew William Kenneth James Lowe. Craig Joseph Quigley. Richard Michael Soley. Anne Stadniski. Les diplômes de baccalauréat suivants ont été décernés par le vice-chancelier et commandant du Collège militaire royal du Canada, le brigadier général Sébastien Bouchard, le 20 mai 2021. The following bachelor's degrees were conferred by the Vice-Chancellor and Commandant of the Royal Military College of Canada, Brigadier General Sébastien Bouchard, on May 20th, 2021. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors, pour le baccalauréat S.Art avec spécialisation, Anna Beatrix Babora Pinilla, très grande distinction. Éric Bocage Tremblay, très grande distinction. Charles-Philippe Beaulieu, très grande distinction. Zachary Bélanger, très grande distinction. Jean-Nicolas Bordelot, très grande distinction. L'élève officier Bordelot se voit accorder la médaille du département en psychologie. Amélia Boudreau. Kiana Megan Patricia Bourne, first class distinction. Cole Douglas Briggs. Amanda Corinne Casey. Liam Michael Chambers, first class distinction. Officer Cadet Chambers has been awarded the Departmental Medal in English, Culture, and Communication. Won Jun Choi. Marjorie Élodie Belzile Collard, très grande distinction. Valérie Cournoyer, très grande distinction. Lisa D'Amico. Frédéric Dicker. Bennett Alexander Dixon. Samantha Doma, first class distinction. Connor Neil Dorick. Brooke Lynn Danielle Drews, first class distinction. Officer Cadet Drews has been awarded the Departmental Medal in Economics. André Maxime Dubé. Ophélie Dufresne Brière, très grande distinction. Ricky James Frigon. Chester Lick Hang Fong. Sean Andrew Gibson, très grande distinction. L'élève officier Gibson se voit accorder la médaille du département en histoire. Lambert Philippe Armand Girardin, très grande distinction. Caitlin Godin, first class distinction. Patrick James Graziano, first class distinction. Tyrell Halliday. Richard Harvey Harder II, first class distinction. Michael Hatley, first class distinction. Joshua Stephen Kalita, first class distinction. Naval Cadet Kalita has been awarded the Departmental Medal in Business Administration. Benjamin J. L. Leclerc, first class distinction. Gage Walker Marshall, first class distinction. Andrew Joseph Martin, first class distinction. Stephen Francis McCabe, first class distinction. Damien John McCracken, first class distinction. Justin Buick McCluskey, first class distinction. Daniel William Mellon. Laurin N. Vuizolo, first class distinction. Mikhail Nechirov Daskalescu. Madison Lorraine Ness, first class distinction. Gabrielle Normand. Bailey Parago. Mathieu Gilbert Rémy. Pierre Charles Réal Rousseau Harvey. Gabriel Roy, très grande distinction. Maya Alexis J.D. Russell, first class distinction. George Burton Schnub, first class distinction. Naman Lokesh Sharma. Nicholas Jeffrey Starzomsky Wilson. Annabelle Saint-Martin, très grande distinction. Joel Walker Swan. Carl Anthony Secrecos, first class distinction. Sasha Hendrik Vanderbellen, first class distinction. Kalisa Brenna Marion Weir. Jack Arden Weary. Jack David Williams. Kenton Graham Bell Williams. Seth Sasha David Williams. Ashley Wolf, first class distinction. Kwai Ho Ken Yim. Alexander Zaremba. Pour le baccalauréat SR, for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Kelsey Ann Berry. Antoine Bazinet. Justin Daniel Benoit. Samuel Bilodeau. Nicholas Bissonnette. Mathilde Blais. Benjamin Boudreau. Jean-Pierre Médard Bourdeau. Maximilian Bragg. Gurbaz Singh Brar. Bailey Joseph Calmira. Jordan Charles Carmichael. Ronan Richard Carroll. Aidan James Cartier-Nicol. Joël Jean Charpentier, très grande distinction. Bo Young Chung. Sunjae Cho. Yena Choi. Hugo Allen Clements. Lucas James Rennie Coram. Beatrix Alejandra Cortez Munoz. Yasmin Craig, first last distinction. Samuel Gerald William Cross, first last distinction. Officer Cadet Cross has been awarded the Departmental Medal in Military and Strategic Studies. Samuel Danjou. Rémi Desbiens. Stéphane Mihai Derlo. Philip Vincent Dome. Nicole Echeverry. Elijah Charles Fisher. Nathan Alexander Frampton. Devin Godet. Kira Vanessa Andrea Gelston. Nathan Robert George, first last distinction. Liam Joseph Gilchrist. Emmanuel Hayes. Sarah Linnea Hill. David John Ingram. Isaac Ian Jarvis. Lori Annette Donna Johnstone, first last distinction. Mingu Kang. Kanjiun Kim. Samuel Tiger Yu Bom Kim. Won Bin Kim. Parker Ryan Kroll. Hejon Liz Kwan, first last distinction. Zachary Lafrance, first last distinction. Cameron Wilson Lamport. Luca Alexander Lavoie. Mina Lee, first last distinction. Officer Cadet Lee has been awarded the Departmental Medal in Political Science. Justin Liu. Jacob Allen McDonald. Wendell Mack. Mark Anthony Mahadeo. Chad Matthews. Valérie McNeil, très grande distinction. Nicholas John Francis McCabe. Joshua Lorne McCullough. Jacob Alfred Gerard Michaud. Joseph François Jacques Morin. John Tolfin Renton Payasige. Carter Adam Jeffrey Park, first class distinction. Grant Parker. Adam Robert Anderson Paulus, first class distinction. Jessica Nicole Perigo. Christopher Brian Perry. Tristan Joseph Lyons Perry. Eliane Lise Pichet, très grande distinction. Gabriel Philip Pitt. William Yin On Poon. Émilie Prudhomme, très grande distinction. Anton Christian Theodore Lawrence Reckner. Timothy Jaeun Rowe. Anthony Roy. Justin Tyler Savage. Garrett Thomas Scott, first class distinction. Siok J. Sio. Day On Sim. Nicolas A. Saint-Laurent. Patrick Kerrigan Strant. Keating William Teft. Asaya Joseph Tim. Mai Yui Kong Tran. Evan Kenneth Walter. Edward Huron Wang. Matthew Dean Wasmuth. Clayton O. Watton. Matthew Ryan Widmeyer. Rhett Wilcox. Jillian Nicole Winter, first class distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Arts General, pour le baccalauréat S.Art Général. Pamela M. Evelyn, first class distinction. Blair Bray Hampel, first class distinction. Michael Hallen Hovey, first class distinction. Christopher Stephen Radcliffe. Joseph Andrew Shields. Andrew Albert Snow, first class distinction. Pour le baccalauréat S-Sciences avec spécialisation, for the degree Bachelor of Science Honors. Amanda Marilyn Ailes, first class distinction. Officer Cadet Ailes has been awarded the Departmental Medal in Space Science. Luisa F. Aranda Ahumada. Frédéric Bacon. Jeremy Charles Banks, first class distinction. Officer Cadet Banks has been awarded the Departmental Medal in Computer Science. Étienne Pierre Stéphane Boucher. Elliot Expert, très grande distinction. Emery Noel Kingston Geddes, first class distinction. Officer Cadet Geddes has been awarded the Departmental Medal in Physics. June Young Ko. Hee-on O. Jeremy Julian Richard, first class distinction. Officer Cadet Richard has been awarded the Departmental Medal in Chemistry. Frédéric Santerre, très grande distinction. Stefan Christian Tarla, first class distinction. Carson Wade Tompkins. Nicole Marcia Joan White, first class distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Science pour le baccalauréat S-Sciences. Sebastian Hong Wei Go. Justin Gordon James. Ayush Kentura. Young June Kim. Alexander Ethan Molzon. Ian Mayat. Stephanie Jadine Ong. Dalen Clinton Pronk. Shannon Marcel Rocha. Nathan Robert Torrey. Alec Petrus Vekus. Yi Wen Wu. Jeffrey Jidong Zheng. Pour le baccalauréat S Sciences Générales, for the degree Bachelor of Science General, Daniel Aaron Mendonça. For the degree Bachelor of Engineering, pour le baccalauréat en génie, Nathan Hon An. Prekriti Archit. Mathieu Auger Page. Andrei Babich. Rovan Christian Karangdang Balaktas, first class distinction. Noah Taran Barkhouse. Maximilian Jegosh Bindas. Louis François Bissonnette, très grande distinction. Sydney Olivia Payoul. Sasha Lorne Cadieux. H. Samuel Ketch Cameron, first class distinction. Gabrielle Béatrice Marie Cardin. Justine Elisabeth Carter. Xavier Chabot. Cyril Chan, très grande distinction. Ayla Chase, first class distinction. Tristan Gerard Cleveland. Catherine Sarah Costello, très grande distinction. Evan Lloyd Cortis. Zoe Cowan, first class distinction. Ryan Dirmatis. Alec Drouin. Alexander Justin Fursh, first class distinction. Officer Cadet Fursh has been awarded the Departmental Medal in Chemical Engineering. Dave Fizet, très grande distinction. Darwin Matthew Stephen Fish. Hugo Foran. Jacob M. G. Forbes, first class distinction. Bennett Quinn Phillips Foster. Marc-Olivier Gagné. Tristan Marcelin Gauthier. Bishoy W. Ktas. Daniel Nicholas Gibson. Alexander William Heilman. Dylan Avery Hesketh, first class distinction. Gregory David Hornweg. Ryan Robert Jarvis. Bin Jaweed. Jasok Jung. Adam David Johnson, first class distinction. Officer Cadet Johnson has been awarded the Departmental Medal in Civil Engineering. Noah P. Kenny. Robert John Carson Kilpatrick. Gyung Min Kim, first class distinction. Stefan Kim. Sophia Christina King. Félix Lajoie. Yi Lin Lee, first class distinction. Mathis David Linz. Tianqiong Liu, très grande distinction. L'élève officier Liu se voit accorder la médaille du département en génie électrique. Claudia S. Lizin. Alberto Lopez Espinosa. C. Liu, first class distinction. Officer Cadet Liu has been awarded the Departmental Medal in Computer Engineering. Matthew Luxton. Kyle Ray McKinnon. Aidan Graham Maltby. Liam R. McDonald, first class distinction. Officer Cadet McDonald has been awarded the Departmental Medal in Mechanical Engineering. Jonathan Graham McKee. Stuart John Robert Melville. Charlotte Motabi, first class distinction. Emma Darlene Murphy. Sunho Na. Matthew William Norris. Vincent Paul Antoine Rumi Ouellet. Ureolua Esther Oyetoron. Rihanna Lorraine Pauleski. Sejun Park. Jason James Pilgrim. Dominique Poulain, très grande distinction. Joël Renaud. Aidan Scott Rice, first class distinction. Audrey Maude Robitaille, très grande distinction. Zachary H. Roche. Jeanne Rouhani Langlais, très grande distinction. Simon Roussel Gauthier, très grande distinction. Jean-David Roy, très grande distinction. Felix Junho Sim, first class distinction. Officer Cadet Sim has been awarded the Departmental Medal in Aeronautical Engineering. Dennis Skwartsov, first class distinction. Avery Joy Stover. William Saint-Pierre, très grande distinction. Nicole Elizabeth Juliana Strickland. Jennifer Tan, first class distinction. Toby Tsi Hai Tang, first class distinction. Samuel Edgar Taylor. Conor Joseph Hall, first class distinction. Andréane Chantal Tremblay, très grande distinction. Antoine Tremblay. Nicholas Ryan Hamilton Very. Taylor Alexander Vida. Dmitry Vilkov. Chase Phoenix Wheeler. Lockney Delusha Wikramarantna. Keith Patrick Wonch. Caleb Utton Woodburn, first class distinction. Shu Lu Jujen, first class distinction. Pour le baccalauréat S. Arts et Sciences Militaires, for the degree Bachelor of Military Arts and Science. Ross Allen Bradley, first class distinction. Major Bradley has been awarded the Departmental Medal in Military Arts and Science. Patrick Crépeau. Richard Crowder. Richard H. Delaney, first class distinction. Aldrin Morales Felipe, first class distinction. Wilfrid Jean de Dieu Gogbe. Carrie Faith Banglag Maganon. R. Sean McClellan, first class distinction. Donald Benjamin John McCulloch, first class distinction. Trevor G. Moore. Jeremy Robert Peters. Nicholas James Teen. Giovanni Joel Torres. Darcy Webb. Ladies and gentlemen, the following certificates of advanced military studies were awarded in absentia to students of the non-commissioned members executive professional development program. Mesdames et messieurs, les certificats suivants d'études militaires avancées ont été décernés in absentia aux étudiants du programme exécutif de développement professionnel pour les membres du rang. Pour le certificat en études militaires avancées, for the Certificate in Advanced Military Studies, Marc Baumier, Joseph Danny Flamand, Todd W. Jones, Jonathan David Proux, Daniel R. Thibodeau. The principal, Dr. Harry Cole, will now announce the faculty awards. Le recteur, Harry Cole, PhD, va maintenant annoncer les prix pour le corps professoral.
I will be announcing the prizes and awards in the language of the recipients. Je vais annoncer les prix et récompenses dans la langue des récipiendaires. First, we have our faculty awards. RMC has two parallel awards of equal value for teaching and research. The winners of these two awards are announced at Convocation, but the awards themselves are presented at a public lecture given by the recipient the following year. On a deux prix parallèles de valeur égale pour l'enseignement et la recherche. Le nom des lauréats de ces prix est annoncé à la cérémonie de collation des grades, mais il y aura une présentation l'année prochaine. Our first award is the Teaching Excellence Award. The Teaching Excellence Award was instituted through the thoughtful generosity of the RMC class of 1965, which provided not only the funds, but also the idea behind the award. One key champion of the award was the late Dr. Tom Barton, member of the class of 1965 and professor of civil engineering at RMC. The award is given in recognition of exemplary concern for students, dedication to teaching, an enthusiasm in lecturing, and an extraordinary ability to stimulate learning. Winners of the award are held in high esteem by both their students and their colleagues. Le prix d'excellence en enseignement a été institué grâce à la générosité de la promotion de 1965, qui non seulement ont contribué les fonds, mais aussi ont eu l'idée. Feu Tom Barton, PhD, membre de la promotion de 65 et professeur de génie civil au collège, fut un des champions clés de cette récompense. Le prix est décerné en reconnaissance d'un dévouement exemplaire à l'endroit des étudiants, d'un engagement et d'un enthousiasme vis-à-vis de l'enseignement et d'une aptitude extraordinaire à stimuler l'apprentissage. Les titulaires de ce prix sont des personnes tenues en haute estime par leurs étudiants que par leurs collègues. For only the second time in its 29-year history, there are co-winners of the Class of 1965 Teaching Excellence Award. J'ai le plaisir d'annoncer les récipiendaires du prix d'excellence en enseignement pour 2021 sont Dr. Erwin Strait from the Department of English, Culture and Communication, and Madame Annie Riel de la Centre de Langue. Félicitations. Our next faculty award is the Catwoman Prize for Excellence in Research. The RMC Prize for Excellence in Research was instituted in 2000 thanks to an endowment created by a member of the RMC Club. It is intended to recognize a member of the faculty who has earned distinction through their scholarship. The deed of gift requires that the selection committee consider primarily the quality, originality, impact, and quantity of the scholarly productivity of the researcher. Added weight may be given to work appearing in the past 3 years and to the extent to which the work resonates with the special mission of the college broadly defined. I am pleased to announce that the winner for 2021 is Dr. Abelmeg Nuraldin from the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering. Congratulations.
Le recteur, Harry Cole, PhD, va maintenant annoncer les prix pour étudiants. The principal, Dr. Harry Cole, will now announce the student awards.
And now for our student awards. And our first award is the Governor General's Gold Medal, which is awarded to the graduating student who achieves the highest academic standing in a master's or doctoral degree program. Our runner-up this year is Jason J. Ho Song, and our recipient this year is Melissa Jane Vergenberg. Our next award is the Barry D. Hunt Memorial Prize, which is awarded annually to the best graduate student graduating in war studies or in history. The prize was established in memory of the late Dr. Hunt, former Dean of Arts and Chair of the War Studies program. This year's recipient is Joanna Brinksholt. Our next award is the Royal Canadian Naval College Class of 1946 Scholarship, which is awarded to the graduate regular force member of the naval environment graduating with the highest academic average. This year's recipient is Robert Terrence Gilpin. Our next award is the Governor General's Silver Medal, which is awarded to the student with the highest overall average in the 4th year of study at RMC on the completion of an honors or engineering degree program with first-class distinction, provided that a 4-year program of study has been completed and that an overall average of at least A- has been recorded in the 3rd year. And this year's recipient is Zi Lu. La prochaine prix est la médaille Gibson, qui est établie à la mémoire de Major Desmond H. Gibson, ED, numéro de collège 2569, et du colonel et honorable Colin W. Gibson, numéro de collège 805, CP, MC et VD. Le prix est décerné au meilleur finissant de la Faculté des Arts. Notre récipient cette année est Jean-Nicolas Bordelot. Our next award is the Stuart S. Barton Science Award, which is awarded to the student who has maintained the highest overall academic average in the 4th year of an honors science program, provided that the average is above 80%. This award was sponsored by Mrs. Ruth Barton in memory of the late Dr. Barton, a distinguished member of the RMC Chemistry Department. This year's recipient is Jeremy Charles Banks. Our next award is the Ontario Professional Engineers Foundation Gold Medal for Academic Achievement, which is awarded each year to the engineering student with the highest academic standing in the final year. And this year's recipient is Zi Lu. Our next award is the Squadron Leader Mccalbine Cadet Trust Fund Award for Academics, which is awarded to the graduating cadet in an Air Force cadet classification who obtains the highest academic marks achieved in academics. This year's recipient is Zi Lu. And our next award is the Canadian Forces Military College Academic Awards for graduating students, which is a medal awarded annually in each of the Honors Arts, Honors Science, and Engineering to the graduating Utpncm cadet with advanced standing who, having first-class distinction, stands highest in the graduating Utpncms in the course of study, provided that an overall average of second-class distinction without failures or conditions was maintained in the previous year. And this year's recipients are, in Arts, Stephen Francis McCabe, and in Science, Jeremy Charles Banks. Our next award is the Fort St. Jean Chapter Prize, which is awarded to the graduating cadet with the most improved second language profile since entry in the military college, maintaining a superior performance in the other components of the program. And the recipient this year is Naman Lokesh Sharma. Our next prize is the Lieutenant Colonel Leroy Fraser Grant Memorial Prize, which is awarded to the student of any year who, in open competition, submits the best original essay on an international topic other than Canada or the Commonwealth. And this year's recipient is Yi Wen Wu. Our next prizes would normally be presented prior to convocation by the respective departments. Les prochains prix seraient normalement remis avant la collation des grades par les départements respectifs. And our first is the Doreen and John Windsor Award, which is presented annually to the student in the final year of study in an honors history or military strategic studies program who demonstrated excellence in an area of Canadian or international history. And the recipient this year is Justin Buick McCluskey. Le prochain prix est le prix de psychologie militaire et leadership de l'Association canadienne de psychologie, qui est décerné à chaque année aux finissants de programmes de spécialisation en psychologie qui atteignent le meilleur rendement dans le programme à condition qu'un minimum de 10 cours de psychologie de niveau 300 ou 400 du collège y soit suivi. Et notre récipient est Jean-Nicolas Bordelot. The next prize is the Society of Chemical Industry Award for a Canadian section, which is awarded to the graduating students who have the highest standing in the final year of the course in each of the chemical engineering and chemistry, provided that the overall average is at least A- and that the course of study has been completed in, at most, the normal number of years. Our recipients this year for chemistry is Jeremy Julian Richard, and for chemical engineering is Alexander Justin Furch. Our next award is the A.C. Leonard Award, which is awarded annually by the Department of Mechanical Engineering in the fourth year project group, judged by the faculty to have presented the best project in MEE JMF 471. This year's recipients are Ayla Chase, Zoe Cowan, and Noah P. Kennedy. Le prochain prix est le prix Chicani, qui est présenté à chaque année au groupe de projets de quatrième année en génie électrique ou en génie informatique, jugés comme ayant livré le meilleur projet par les membres du département de génie électrique et génie informatique. Le prix est établi à la mémoire de M. Aziz Chicani, PhD, PNG, ancien doyen de génie et chef de département de génie électrique et de génie informatique. Les récipiendaires reçoivent les ouvrages de référence requis pour leur préparation au examen de pratique professionnelle du génie. Nos récipiendaires sont Louis-François Bissonnette, Simon Roussel-Gauthier et William Saint-Pierre. Our next award is the W.C. Moffatt Aeronautical Engineering Award, which is awarded to the student who contributed to a positive learning experience for his or her entire class, not only through demonstrated academic excellence, but also through sound leadership in the classroom and laboratories. The winner must have enhanced his or her intellectual achievements with maturity, creativity, and a breadth of learning. The nominee is selected by a secret ballot of the students in the Aeronautical Engineering program. The nominee is confirmed by the Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering Department faculty to have met the prize criteria. And this year's recipient is Felix Junho Sim. Our next award is the J.F. Lott Award, which is given annually by the Department of Civil Engineering to the student group judged to have presented the best fourth-year design project. The award honors 06106 John Frederick Lott, twice a graduate from the department. And this year's recipients are Tristan Gerard Cleveland, Ryan Dermitis, Aidan Scott Rice, and Denis Skvortsov. The next award is the R. Mann Award, which is given annually by the Department of Chemistry and Chemical Engineering to the fourth-year students judged by the faculty to have completed the best design project. And this year's recipients are Noah Taryn Barkhouse, Alexander Justin Furch, and Matthew Williams Norris. Our next award is the M. Evans Award, which is awarded annually by the Department of Chemistry and Chemical Engineering to the fourth-year student judged by the faculty to have completed the best chemistry senior project, and this year's recipient is Jeremy Julian Richard. And our final award is the Ammunition Technical Officer Award for Academic Excellence, which is awarded annually to the Ammunition Technical Officer candidate receiving the highest standing in the Ammunition Technical Certificate, providing an overall average of A- or better has been earned by the recipient. And this year's recipient is Arnel Timothy Villegas. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the presentations of the prizes and awards. Ça termine les prix et récompenses académiques. I would ask that you once again congratulate all of our recipients and indeed all of our graduates. Thank you.
While the Royal Military College of Canada's presentation on our 120th Convocation has now ended, we will present coverage of the commissioning ceremony. Bien que la présentation du Collège militaire royal du Canada portant sur notre 120e collation des grades soit maintenant terminée, nous présenterons la couverture de la cérémonie de remise des brevets d'officiers. Mesdames et Messieurs, le commandant du Collège militaire royal du Canada, le brigadier général Sébastien Bouchard. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commandant of the Royal Military College of Canada, Brigadier General Sébastien Bouchard.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for still watching this video and still being with us. On the 7th, 20th, and 21st of May, I have commissioned individually, respecting all public health measures, more than 260 naval and officer cadets of the regular officer training plan and the university training plan for non-commissioned members. I would like to congratulate again all our second lieutenants, acting sub-lieutenants, and lieutenants. Encore une fois, toutes mes félicitations. The rest of my speech is for the class of 2021. Today I remember your first day at RMC, crossing the Memorial Arch. As you know, we arrived at RMC at almost the same time. Seems like yesterday. We got here immediately after the Special Staff Assistant visit and almost at the same time as the Auditor General report on RMC. I remember there were so many initiatives to put in place and changes to make to this institution. It was an enormous challenge. Now I can say that RMC would have not been successful at answering this call for change without the trust and willingness to learn and improve this organization. Together with the RMC staff and faculty, we were able to create a better environment for you and for the next generation of naval and officer cadets. Pendant 4 ans, vous avez rêvé à votre graduation, votre parade, votre collation des grades, le bal des finissants et des finissantes. Malheureusement, ce n'est pas de cette manière que ça s'est déroulé et nous avons le droit d'être déçus. Believe me, it is not the way I thought I would leave RMC as your commandant. Le début de l'année 2020 nous a plongé dans une crise sans précédent. Une pandémie qui allait tester votre résilience et qui continue à le faire. Soyez fiers d'avoir complété vos études dans des conditions qui sont loin d'être parfaites. Pour ma part, je dois vous dire que je suis fier de votre résilience que vous avez démontrée au cours de cette période difficile de l'histoire du collège. C'est tout à votre honneur. This year has also tested our collective capacity to recover from the loss of our academic network. This cyber attack, in my humble opinion, has made this year even more difficult and chaotic for you and for all the RMC community. On your behalf, I would like to thank all stakeholders involved in the restoration of this vital system. As you will join your first unit in a few months, you will have to face another challenge. The biggest challenge I've seen in 33 years of service. You will have the duty to change the toxic culture of discrimination, improper sexual behavior, and hateful conduct. This is not an easy task. You will need guidance, expert advice. My generation was able to initiate some changes, but frankly, it's far from being enough. We should have been better, we should have done better. But as you will leave the college in a few days, I'm confident that your cohort will have the ethical values to make the Canadian Armed Forces an employer of choice and an institution proud of its values. This toxic culture has tarnished our credibility, and it could even affect our capacity to conduct operations if we do not change. Il n'y a qu'une seule manière de regagner la confiance des Canadiennes et des Canadiens. C'est en s'engageant aujourd'hui, plus que jamais auparavant, à suivre le premier principe du programme d'éthique de la défense: respecter la dignité de toute personne, sans exception. Vous pouvez faire une différence significative dans notre changement de culture. Parce que je sais que vous avez le leadership, mais avant tout, vous avez le courage éthique pour y arriver. I know that over those past 4 years, many of us have given you advice and have shared our leadership experience as officers in the Canadian Armed Forces. As you are about to leave RMC, here's my last 3 tips that have always helped me during my career. 3 simple things to remember. First, be ethical leaders. Soyez des leaders éthiques. Les valeurs que nous avons inculquées doivent se refléter dans vos décisions et actions. Elles vous aideront à servir et diriger avec honneur dans le respect de toute personne. Be humble. Restez humble. You don't have to say that you're an RMC grad. Just by your ethical judgment, your behavior, and your action, they will know and they will understand your potential. Finalement, restez vous-même. Stay true to yourself. Vous avez tous un leadership unique. Ne tentez jamais d'être quelqu'un que vous n'êtes pas. You have a unique leadership style. Develop it and never stop working on it. As this is the last opportunity I have to speak to all of you before I leave this great institution, Karine and I would like to thank you for having given us the best 4 years of our military life. We will follow your respective career closely because we know you will still make us proud to have served with you. To all second lieutenant, acting sub-lieutenant, and lieutenant, it has been an honor. True duty, valor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Acting Chief of the Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Wayne Eyre. Mesdames et Messieurs, le chef d'état-major de la Défense par intérim, le lieutenant-général Wayne Eyre.
Major General Aitchison, Brigadier General Bouchard, Dr. Cole, graduates, families, faculty, and friends. I wish to acknowledge that I'm speaking to you today from the traditional unceded territory of the Anishinaabe people, and that RMC is located on the traditional unceded territory of the Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Huron-Wendat peoples, where we are proud to deliver the successful Aboriginal Leadership Opportunity Year program. It's an honor and a privilege to speak to you today as we celebrate your convocation and your commissioning as junior officers. Je souhaite que nous puissions être ensemble afin que puisse offrir mes plus sincères félicitations en personne. C'est une journée vraiment spéciale pour vous et pour vos familles également. N'oubliez pas de les remercier pour l'amour et le soutien dont ils ont fait preuve pendant que vous poursuiviez vos études. As graduating members of the RMC class of 2021, you are taking your place in 2 institutions steeped in history, the Royal Military College and the Canadian Armed Forces. That history is a proud one, a tradition of professionalism, dedication, and service before self. Chez nous, nous avons toujours été prêts à aider les Canadiens et les Canadiennes en période d'épreuve et de tumulte. À l'étranger, nous avons toujours été un allié fidèle et un adversaire redouté. You are heirs to a rich legacy that resonates through generations. You are now the stewards of that legacy. It is a heavy responsibility and a proud one. I know that you can carry that weight. Your graduation is a substantial accomplishment, but only the first of many in what I'm confident will be a meaningful and rewarding career. That you have completed your studies amidst a global pandemic is a testament to your dedication and to your resolve. Vous êtes fort, adaptable et résilient. Vous avez montré que vous pouvez tout gérer. You have chosen this life as service before self, service to your country, to your fellow Canadians, and to our friends and allies across the globe. And for that too, you have my congratulations. You will face some incredible challenges. You are graduating into a complex and unpredictable world. You know, I myself graduated from here during the Cold War, witnessed the fall of the Berlin Wall, and then focused on peacekeeping for over a decade in such places as the former Yugoslavia. You know, then following 9/11, the focus moved to Afghanistan, and then the wider Middle East. And now, during a global pandemic, it has been our reality here at home for over the last year. For you, the change in the security environment is accelerating, and you will see even more tectonic changes in your careers. Understand it, embrace it, and change yourselves accordingly. Ici, chez nous, nous sommes confrontés à de nouvelles menaces à notre souveraineté dans l'Arctique, aux conséquences très réelles du changement climatique et la nécessité d'une vigilance constante dans la défense de la sécurité continentale. At the same time, we stand shoulder to shoulder with our allies and partners, defending the rules-based international order that has ensured our peace and prosperity since the Second World War. And we must meet our adversaries in environments our predecessors did not have to consider, armed with technology they couldn't have imagined. But thanks to your efforts and the work of your fine faculty and staff, you are prepared. Prepared to think critically, prepared to act bravely, prepared to lead wisely with integrity and grace. During your time at RMC, you have gained skills and built relationships that will serve and enrich you personally and professionally for the rest of your career. Indeed, for the rest of your life. Les amis que vous vous êtes faits et la fraternité que vous avez appréciée ensemble vous ont sans aucun doute aidé à traverser les années les plus difficiles de votre vie. Chérissez ces relations. Je peux vous dire qu'ils continueront d'être une source de force, d'encouragement et de réconfort dans les années à venir, par le triomphe et la tragédie, et vous verrez les deux. What you have learned at the college is beyond value. Your lessons here will be your guide no matter where your career takes you. But always remember, those lessons are just the first of many. The world has much to teach. I encourage you to never stop learning. You are graduating at a pivotal moment in the history of the Canadian Armed Forces. As I said, as you know, it is a proud history, but there are also parts of that history that are not so distinguished. Elements of our culture that have caused real and lasting harm to individuals and to the CAF as an organization. That must change. It will change because we are rebuilding that culture from top to bottom and from bottom to top. And you have a role to play as junior officers with the help of your NCOs in implementing that change. The hard work we are doing today will make sure that every person who serves in this institution feels welcome, safe, included, and valued. Nous veillerons à ce que les Forces armées canadiennes représentent vraiment les meilleurs du Canada. Que lorsque vous regardez autour de vous dans les années à venir, vous saurez que vous êtes parmi les meilleurs et les plus brillants que notre pays a à offrir. That no talent has been left out or left behind. And everyone here, all of you, have to be part of this change. The decisions we make and the actions we take now will determine the future and the long-term success of the CAF. The CAF you are inheriting, the CAF you will lead. There are many elements to leadership. Among the most important is taking care of your people, being their advocate and their champion, understanding their needs, valuing their perspectives, sharing your knowledge and experience and respecting theirs. Tout au long de votre carrière, vous apprendrez autant de votre personnel qu'ils ou elles apprendront de vous. Et appréciez les contributions dans les sous-officiers avec lesquels vous travaillez. Ils et elles seront une source constante d'information et de conseils judicieux. They will be your eyes and ears, your connection to the ranks, a remarkable resource to draw upon. As leaders, you will also set the standard you expect others to meet through your own words and actions. Individually, you will set the tone for those who report to you. As a group, you will create the culture that defines the CAF for the next generation. Truth, duty, valor is more than just a motto. These are enduring values that we need to embrace now more than ever. Equally enduring are the qualities of characters cited on the commissioning scrolls you have earned: loyalty, courage, and integrity. They will be your guides as you follow the demanding path you have chosen. Les risques sont réels, les défis sont immenses, et les récompenses sont uniques et incomparables. Vous ferez face à des temps difficiles et des jours difficiles. You will also know moments of immense pride and satisfaction, moments you will share with each other as the bonds you forged here grow stronger over the years. I've been in uniform a long time and have served the CAF with loyalty and pride. In return, the CAF has given me a spectacular life. I've met extraordinary people. I've seen unforgettable places. With my comrades in arms, I've been part of some remarkable things. And this is what awaits you too as you leave the college for a life in the profession of arms. There is no life more challenging and none more rewarding. Je vous souhaite du courage, de la détermination et de la force dans votre carrière. For what you have accomplished here and what you will accomplish in the years to come, you have my admiration, my respect, and my thanks. Class of 2021, well done and well deserved. Bravo Zulu, thank you, merci, miigwech.
First and foremost, please accept my heartfelt congratulations to the graduates. You have accomplished something for which you should truly be proud. En tant que nouveau officier, vous aurez bientôt le privilège de diriger les hommes et les femmes des Forces armées canadiennes. I've served a long time in the Canadian Armed Forces, and here are a few of the lessons that I've gathered along the way. Hints on what turns a good officer into a great one. Approach this responsibility with respect and humility. You won't know everything, and you certainly won't right away. Speak to your senior NCOs. Let them help you. Seek their advice and input. You'll find that when you approach things with a command team mindset, you'll succeed far more often than if you decide to go it alone. Soyez francs dans vos attentes des soldats, des marins et les aviateurs qui serviront sous vos ordres. Leur faire part de votre position est la première étape et peut être la plus importante pour vous diriger avec confiance. Il n'y aura jamais de surprise lorsque vous serez franc avec ceux qui sont sous vos ordres. When something is wrong, fix it immediately. Point it out. Deal with it. Do what you have to do, but don't shrug your shoulders and say, "Not my problem." The former head of the Australian Army, Lieutenant General David Morrison, said it best. The standard you walk past is the standard you accept. Trouvez les modèles à suivre. Nous avons la chance dans les Forces armées d'avoir d'excellents dirigeants à tous les grades. Trouvez-en quelqu'un qui vous impressionne et vous inspire. Apprenez d'eux et voyez si qu'ils font et comment ce qu'ils le font peuvent également fonctionner pour vous. Finally, the best you can do in the CAF is to enjoy your career. It won't always be easy, nor will it always be fun. But many years from now, when you look back at your years in a uniform, you should feel proud and fortunate you have spent your life with some amazing people in the service of Canada. I wish you all the best of luck in your chosen careers.
Nous procéderons maintenant à la présentation des prix et récompenses qui sont normalement présentés lors de la parade de remise de brevets d'officiers. Les critères de chaque prix et récompense seront lus à haute voix dans la langue officielle du récipiendaire. We will now proceed with the presentation of prizes and awards normally awarded during the commissioning parade. The criteria for each prize and award will be read aloud in the official language of the recipient. Ladies and gentlemen, the Director of Cadets, Colonel Corina Hellman, will announce the remaining awards. Mesdames et messieurs, la directrice des élèves officiers, la colonelle Corina Hellman, annoncera les prix restants.
The Sword of Honor is awarded to the cadet of the graduating class who best combines high standards of proficiency in each of the 4 pillars of the RMC program. The prize has been graciously donated by Mr. Robert Pooley of Pooley Swords, Sheffield, England, and is presented to 28209 Nicole Elizabeth Juliana Strickland. The Department of National Defense Award of Merit is awarded to the graduating cadet attaining highest standards in each of the 4 pillars of the RMC program. This award is presented to 28297 Silu. L'épée de distinction pour le leadership est décernée au finissant du PFIR, qui a démontré un leadership exceptionnel en obtenant le plus important poste confié à un élève officier en 4e année, soit le poste d'élève officier senior de l'escadre des élèves officiers. This prize has been graciously donated by Mr. Robert Pooley of Pooley Swords, Sheffield, England, et ce prix est présenté à 28598 Antoine Tremblay. The Victor Vander Smithson Rideout Memorial Award is awarded to the graduating cadet deemed to stand highest morally, intellectually, and physically at the Royal Military College of Canada. Selection for this honor is based on a vote by the cadets, and this year's recipient is 28266 Benjamin Leclerc. The Macarthur Leadership Award is awarded to the cadet who demonstrates outstanding leadership performance based on General Douglas MacArthur's credo of duty, honor, country, and potential for future service in the profession of arms. This award is presented to 28507 Caleb Otten Woodburn. The Navy League of Canada Prize is awarded to the best sea operations cadet in the graduating class based on high standards of proficiency in each of the 4 pillars of the RMC program. This prize is awarded to 28510 Aidan James Cartier-Nickel. The Air Cadet League of Canada Award of Merit is awarded in alternate years to the best air operations or aerospace controller cadet in the graduating year based on high standards of proficiency in each of the 4 pillars of the RMC program. This prize is awarded to 28516 Gregory David Hornwig. The Commander Arturo Pratt Leadership Award is awarded to the graduating naval cadet who has demonstrated outstanding leadership, moral values, performance, and potential for future service in the profession of arms. The award is sponsored by the Chilean Embassy and is presented to 28510 Aidan James Cartier-Nickel. The UTPNCM Award of Merit is awarded to the graduating UTPNCM cadet attaining the highest standards of proficiency in the 4 pillars of the RMC program, and this year's recipient is M2104 Jeremy Banks. The Canadian Forces Engineering Prize is awarded to the best graduating cadet enrolled in the military occupations of Naval Combat Systems Engineering, Marine Systems Engineering, Engineers, Signals, Electrical and Mechanical Engineering, Construction Engineering, Aerospace Engineer, or Communications and Electronics Engineering, based on high standards of proficiency in each of the 4 pillars of the RMC program. This prize is awarded to 28388 Adam David Johnson. Le prix d'excellence de soutien militaire est décerné tous les ans aux meilleurs élèves officiers de 4e année appartenant à une classification dans la branche de la logistique, administration des services de santé, sécurité ou tout autre groupe professionnel militaire du groupe de soutien qui atteint le plus haut niveau de compétences dans chacun des 4 piliers d'études du programme du CMR. Ce prix est présenté à 27972 Valérie Cournoyer. The Canadian Defence Academy Profession of Arms Award for Excellence in Military Professionalism is awarded to a Canadian Defence Academy student for demonstrating excellence in military professionalism, leadership and character, and who has consistently displayed the highest values of the Canadian Forces: integrity, courage, academic achievement, fitness, loyalty, comradeship, and commitment. This prize is awarded to 28438 Liam R. McDonald. The Major General John Arthur Stuart Trophy, awarded to the top military engineer cadet in his or her graduating year, whose occupation classification is engineer or construction engineer. Sponsored by the Canadian Military Engineer Association, it is based on high standards of proficiency in each of the 4 pillars of RMC, and this year's recipient is 28388 Adam David Johnson. The Royal Canadian Artillery Association Prize is awarded to the best artillery cadet in the graduating class based on high standards of proficiency in each of the 4 pillars of the RMC program. This prize is presented to 28684 Patrick James Graziano. The Duncan Sayre McKennis Memorial Scholarship is awarded to the graduating cadet who is considered the most deserving of those who accept a regular commission in the military occupation of Aerospace Control Officer by reason of academic standing, character, and proficiency in occupational training. This prize is awarded to 28337 Samantha Doma. The Toronto Branch Award in honor of Sydney Frost is awarded to the graduating cadet who has demonstrated the greatest improvement from 1st to 4th year in academics and fitness, thereby reflecting the value of a military college degree. This year's recipient is 28601 Amanda Marilyn Ailes. The Harris Bigelow Trophy is awarded to the 4th year cadet who has displayed the best combination of academic and athletic ability throughout the entire course of study at RMC. This trophy was given for annual competition by the class of 1932 in memory of their classmates number 2039 T.W.E. Harris and number 2021 J.G. Bigelow. This year's recipient is 28507 Caleb Otten Woodburn. The Toronto Branch RMC Club Prize is awarded to the 4th year cadet who obtains the highest combined marks in drill and physical education during the entire course of study at RMC. This prize is awarded to 28579 Aurelua Esther Oyetorin. La Coupe Panin est décernée à l'élève officier de 4e année qui, chaque année de ses études, a obtenu la moyenne la plus élevée du test d'aptitude physique du CMR au printemps. Ce prix est présenté à 27982 Joël Renaud. The Padre W.A. Ferguson Shield of Duty is awarded to the officer cadet who best exemplifies the qualities of civic duty that are the hallmark of an ex-cadet through contributions to the college, the club, and his or her community. This prize is awarded to 28657 Joshua Stephen Kalita. The Robert Bradshaw Award is awarded each year to the 4th year officer cadet who has distinguished him or herself in the field of mentorship. This prize is awarded to 28473 Nicholas John Francis McCabe. The Utpncm Prize for Military Professionalism and Physical Fitness is awarded to the graduating Utpncm cadet who has maintained throughout the complete course of study the highest standard in military professionalism and physical fitness among those graduating. This prize is presented to M2112 Joel Charpentier. The Class of 78 Dr. Walter S. Avis Utpncm Honor Shield is presented annually to the Utpncm graduate who has contributed most to the positive development of the Utpncm Squadron during the entire time at RMC, as determined by a secret ballot of the members of the Utpncm Squadron. This year, the recipient is M2105 Stephen Francis McCabe. The Naval Operations Sword is awarded to the best overall Naval Operations Cadet based on 3rd year academic marks and overall performance in naval training during summer training periods. This year, the recipient is 28647 Kwai Ho Ken Yim. The Naval Engineering Sword is awarded to the best overall naval engineering cadet based on third-year academic marks and overall performance in naval training during summer training periods. This year, the recipient is 28265 Zoe Cowan. The Sea Logistics Sword is awarded to the best overall Sea Logistics cadet based on third-year academic marks and overall performance in naval training during summer training periods. This year, the recipient is 28472 Kira Vanessa Andrea Gelston. The Leinster Shield is awarded to the squadron amassing the most points in the Commandant's competition with events involving military, athletic, and academic prowess. The winning squadron has the honor to fly its pennant from a designated flagstaff and takes the right-of-line position on parade. Cette colonne est traditionnellement une place d'honneur puisqu'elle était réservée à l'unité qui menait l'armée dans la bataille. L'écu Leinster a été créé en 1892 par le 1er bataillon Prince of Wales Leinster Regiment Royal Canadians et il a été remis au CMR en 1922 lorsque la Leinster Plate fut confiée au Canada après le démembrement du régiment. Awarded in conjunction with the Leinster Shield to the cadet squadron leader of the squadron winning the Commandant's competition is the J. Douglas Young Sword of Excellence. The sword will be carried by the CSL of the squadron during the next year. L'épée d'excellence J. Douglas Young a été donnée par la promotion de 1933 à la mémoire de leur camarade de classe John Douglas Young, matricule 2360, tué au combat le jour J, le 6 juin 1944. This sword has been graciously donated by Mr. Robert Pooley of Pooley Swords, Sheffield, England. This year's winning squadron, who will hold the right of line during academic year 2020-2021, is 3 Squadron, Pontiac. Congratulations to Pontiac Squadron A Division and to the 2 cadet squadron leaders, 27983 Eric Bocage-Tremblay and 28566 Gareth Scott, for their leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, this ends the award portion of our ceremony. Mesdames et messieurs, ceci met fin à la remise des prix.
La bénédiction par le Padre Maria C. Codina. The benediction by Padre Maria C. Codina.
Maintenant que vous avez gradué, vous allez aller à travers le monde entier et soyez des agents de paix. Where there is chaos, remain calm. When you pair subordinates or superiors don't know what to do in a certain situation, be the servant leader that they need you to be and don't be afraid to share ideas for solution. When you make mistake, simply confess it, learn from it, and then move on. Et quand vous ne savez pas quoi faire pour trouver une solution face à un problème, ayez assez d'humilité pour reconnaître vos lacunes et aller chercher de l'aide de ceux qui possèdent plus d'expérience dans le domaine en question. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourself, not looking to your own interests, but only for the interest of others as well. And may the blessing of Almighty rest and abide with each and every one of you as you serve the people of Canada and the global community throughout your military career. Amen.
God Save the Queen, as sung by Judy Duguay. God Save the Queen, chanté par Judy Duguay.
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the Queen.
Mesdames et messieurs, Ceci conclut notre émission d'aujourd'hui. Merci et bonne journée. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our broadcast today. Thank you and have a good day.